In this video, I'm going to take you through what is mirror shielding and what is the NeuShield overlay. They are probably two new terms that you haven't heard before. Mirror shielding is a patented technology that NeuShield introduced some 10 years ago to the market for their Data Sentinel product. If you look at normal files, as we will here, you will see that in this case, NTFS is showing the latest file and its timestamp when it was created and last updated on the system. If we click on this file, you will see it will open up as normal through the system. Now with NeuShield, things are different. That file was actually opened up by NeuShield and not the operating system or the application. And the reason is that when you install NeuShield, you never access the live data ever again. What actually happens is that NeuShield will project a virtual copy of that file onto its overlay. So let me show you what I mean. If I right click on that same file and say show me more options, you will see that NeuShield's logo appears as revision history. Now this will be all new to you, but this here is the file that I just opened. And what actually happened is that this area, including these three versions, are all in NeuShield's mirror shielding technology. This is the overlay. It's a separate place on your disk that all updates and read activity happens. So when I opened the file, what actually happened is NeuShield projected a copy of this file onto the overlay so that the program and the user subsequently can read it just as normal. You will see it currently shows 0 bytes on there because it's empty. If I updated this file, any updates would land on the overlay and you will see this change. So let's go through that. If I open this file up, and now what I do is make a simple change at the front here, and I'll put in my name. I've saved it just as normal, and you will see it saved at the top. I'm doing the same process as you normally would. Now, at the moment, everything still looks the same. If I attempt to open the file up, you will see the change has been made. But if I look inside the file, as far as NeuShield is concerned, things are slightly different. The original file I opened up still stays intact, has not been changed. And that's one of the key elements of NeuShield. It will never change what is known as the last good known state of the file until everything has been verified, i.e. zero trust. The updates I made are now sitting on the overlay. Even though there's only a few bytes, the timestamp now shows the full amount of data and the time the change was made. And that's because NeuShield controls NTFS. Now, what I need to do is move this from this area on the overlay to the mirror shielded area. Everything in here is protected. Everything outside isn't. It's just like you have today. So it could be compromised. And the movement of data, good updates from the overlay to the mirror shielded area is managed by a thing called a commit cycle. So you would have heard about this on the NeuShield Agent video part 2 about the commit cycle. And my commit cycle runs every 4 hours, but I'm allowed as a user to commit them manually as well. So what I want to do is just show you what happens when that's committed. The first thing that you should understand, and this is the folder that these files are in, is that when I run the commit, NeuShield has already determined that my update is good. It's done through detection data technology. So it's looking for changes in the data that are not normal. When I clicked, it confirms that I want these clicks to, these made, and you've now seen that NeuShield has committed those. When I open the file up, you will see my changes in place. And if I look at this now from inside NeuShield's view of the mirror shielded area, you will see that the update has now moved into the mirror shielded area. We've cleaned the overlay, and I've now moved what was here down to the next revision. These, by the way, are called data engrams. They are revisions of the original file, so you can save them as separate files or restore them back to the last good known state of the file. So it's very simple to understand. By the way, you can have none of these, but you will still keep the last good known state of the file, or you could have up to 30 of these revisions. Obviously, that eats slightly into some of your storage, but again, this shows 216 kilobytes on each. That's only so that NTFS can apply the right details to the file if you make a change. Actually, the whole of these 4 files, these ones here, probably don't make up more than 218 kilobytes in total. I hope that's been informative for you. Look out for the next video.